Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Bay Area Focus. I'm your host, Michelle Griego. Please pitch us future show ideas to facebook.com/Bay Area Focus. We have a great show for you today. We're going to hear about a poet-athlete program, a nonprofit devoted to the care of pit bulls, and a supportive space for disabled artists. But first, how Heart to Heart offers pediatric cardiac care around the world. And Josie Everett, Heart to Heart's executive director, joins me now. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning.
Good morning. So Heart to Heart's been around for 25 years. Tell me what they do.
We train new teams of pediatric cardiac specialists to do open heart surgery on babies and children, and we do that in areas of need. We've primarily been focused on in Russia.
So they're heart surgeons here in the Bay Area that travel over to Russia and help
teach
babies.
Right. Well, the main thrust, the main idea is to be able to take an aspiring group of doctors and nurses who would like to become able to do open heart surgery on babies and children and teach them. So we have a program model that our local doctors use to teach over a period of about 5 to 7 years an identified team in another area. So we go every year and we bring them here, and it's basically a long-term training program.
And in Russia, the surgeons, they have a different set of skills there. They have a limited amount of equipment, so they're not learning, I guess, what a lot of the surgeons are learning over here.
Actually, one of the interesting things is that there is no formal higher education or advanced educational program for a physician to become a specialist in pediatric cardiac medicine in Russia. So here we have an incredible system to become specialized in medicine once you've already become an MD, but they don't have that there. So it's more like on-the-job training, and this field is pretty complex, and so we like to think of ourselves as being able to mentor them in a very tailored way to get them kind of A to Z as quickly as possible.
Well, it's been around for 25 years, which is amazing. How did it all get started?
Kind of very simply, a mother, it was during the Soviet days in then Leningrad. A mother had a 7-year-old daughter who was born with a heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot. It's one of the most common heart defects. And the Soviet doctors at the time could not operate on her. And of course, she wanted to do anything to save her child's life. And there was a delegation coming through to put on a film festival, the first Russian-American film festival. Again, this was 1988. And the American delegation, the woman who ended up starting Heart to Heart with 2 other people, this woman was her interpreter, and so they became friendly, and Joanne McGowan learned that her daughter was dying and brought the child back to the United States, and the 3 founders, Joanne McGowan, Stan Higashino, and Nilus Young, basically got her free surgery at Children's Hospital Oakland. And the story was really well covered throughout the entire Soviet Union, and hundreds of letters poured in to say, please help my child. And that's how Heart to Heart started.
How often do they go to Russia?
2 to 3 times a year, usually teams of about 15 twice a year.
And over these 25 years, they've saved so many lives.
Well, the beautiful thing is that it's not really the Heart to Heart medical volunteers. Yes, we've saved lots of lives, and we're very happy about that. But what really drives our volunteers is that we're teaching them how to save the lives of their own children there. You don't want to have to transport a sick baby. And so the specialists that we've trained in Russia have already saved more than 18,000 babies and children.
And that's what's amazing about this program, is because it's about sustainability. It's not just going in and doing the work, it's teaching people over there how to do the work.
And measuring that and documenting that, and the ripple effect is incredible. I mean, every time one of our teams goes to a Russian site, there will be 25, 35 specialists, not just the local team, but 25 or 30 specialists from all over the country who will come and observe our work.
We have some pictures of some of the families who have been affected by heart defects and have been helped by Heart to Heart. Is this outside of a hospital?
This is our newest site. That's in Kaliningrad. Yes, we're about to send our 3rd team there in 2015.
And, well, look at how cute this is. I mean,
this is Victor. I remember this case. This was a really unusual case because this child lives so far out in Siberia that certain times of the year they have no roads. So this child it was amazing that this child was diagnosed and brought to us.
And Victor is okay?
Victor is okay, yeah.
Great.
We call him the forest baby.
Oh, look at how cute. I mean, I'm sure you get so many letters from parents who are just so grateful.
I think, you know, you're a mother, I'm a mother. I think there's an expression that's something like a mother is only as happy as her least happy child. And it is really incredible to see these mothers. I mean, my heart really goes out to them because they are traveling hundreds, thousands of miles with the hope that their child can be saved. So it's great to create more regional centers of excellence. That's really the answer to this problem.
And quickly before we go, they're operating in Russia right now, but you're looking at expanding that now.
Yeah. So the idea was to create access nationwide so that any child in that country would have access. And since we had started our work there, we decided we wanted to stay there and make that happen. And we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We don't think we need to be there much longer. So we've internally, you know, put our heads together and said, well, there's a huge need worldwide, and we want to be able to help in other places. So we're excited about, we're calling it Going Global.
Going Global.
Yeah.
And that's great. Josie, thanks so much for coming on the show and telling us all about it.
Thank you very much.
And for more information on Heart to Heart, please log on to heart-2-heart.org. Again, that's heart-2-heart.org. Coming up, a nonprofit offering public school students a unique mix of physical activity and poetry workshops. We'll be right back.